Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, we're on. Good morning. How are you? It's Friday. We did it. We made it to Friday.
Almost made it. We're falling apart at the seams here, ladies and
That's all
gentlemen.
good. It's all good.
It's Friday.
Hey, I know you were busy last night at rehearsal. How's that going for Shrek? Oh, see, that's a good sign. Because I'm scared to ask him because he's a bit of a diva, and if things don't go like, the way he wants.
No, it's a huge undertaking for these shows, but it's so much fun. So yesterday was a really great rehearsal because we were choreographing, and I love working with the cast. A lot of people who've never danced before, and I'm Luann.
You like that?
Well, I'm not a great dancer. See, I mean, I only took the minimum dance classes that I had to take to do shows and get to do auditions. I am not a great dancer, but I'm okay when it comes to choreographing people who are also not great dancers, because I know what it's like not to be a great dancer.
Oh, so you can help them.
So I talk in like layman's terms and just say and I really break it down, and
that's
so
awesome.
That's fun. But then last night, we were working with some of the characters who had to learn some songs, and then also this one character who has to do the entire show on his knees, because I don't want to spoil it.
No, don't spoil.
He's got this whole rigmarole that he has to strap onto his knees and thighs, and then and teach him how to do the choreography on his knees. It was so much fun. Poor guy though, and it's a lot of work.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, but no, it's watching it come along and piecing it together little bit by little bit.
I'm so happy when you're happy with it, because I know it's huge. I mean, I don't know. What am I saying? As if I know. But just listening to Tim, understanding what actually...
The scope of what goes into it?
Wow.
And you know what, also as the director, you're kind of responsible for all the people who are in the show, right? As for the performer's perspective.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that they're enjoying themselves.
Right.
And that
See, look at you.
It's a good process.
You are a nice guy. Ask me what I did last night.
What'd you do last night?
Nothing.
That's okay. What are you going to do tonight? Party.
Drink.
Luann. No, last night. But I called it an early night. I was home about 9 o'clock, just relaxing. So that was nice.
That's nice.
Mr. Bowser's working on that film, not coming home till 1 o'clock in the morning.
His hours are crazy.
Ridiculous. So I haven't really seen him, but he brings home the best food.
I want leftovers.
I know, I get leftovers from the...
I want leftovers too, please, Pete.
It's a lot of days today.
It's a lot of days?
Yes. It's Employee Appreciation Day.
Oh, okay. So we're getting a raise.
I appreciate you.
Right,
Not
Bruce?
that you're my employee. It's Employee Appreciation Day, so appreciate your employees. It's National Pig Day, so...
Why are you looking at me? Appreciate your pig?
Especially if you employ a pig. And it's also National Salesperson Day. So if you employ a salesperson who's a pig, that's a hat trick right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Or if you employ a salesperson who's selling pigs.
Right? Really, you gotta really appreciate them. Because you know how hard it is to sell a pig?
Especially in a live pig?
It's harder to sell things to a pig.
Unless it's corn on the cob.
And it's also National Peanut Butter Lovers Day.
Awesome!
So
I love peanut butter.
Cover your pig in peanut butter.
And try and sell them.
And it's World Day of Prayer, so give thanks for that peanut butter covered pig that works for you, who's selling stuff. The World Day of Prayer started in 1887.
Wow.
And guess what their theme is this year?
Oh gosh, I could say so many things. What's their theme this year, Jim?
It makes me nervous, their theme this year, because it says this year's theme is "Come, everything is ready." Doesn't that sound like we're all going to die?
Maybe. Or maybe the pig is set with all the peanut butter rubbed all over.
And it's also, to wrap things up, it's World Compliment Day. So say something nice to that peanut butter pig that you employ who's selling stuff.
Oh, you're not a peanut butter pig, though. Well, not this morning, anyway.
I like bacon.
Oh, peanut butter and bacon.
Which is pig.
Right.
Pig. We have neighbors who have a pig.
Stop
It's their second pig. They had the first pig, and his name was her name was Breakfast, but Breakfast passed away.
Now, is this a pot-bellied pig? One of the big ones?
I think so. Molly is her name now, and we bring her all of our leftover vegetables and stuff.
Back in the day when I used to do weather shots at MCTV, we were just driving around looking for something to indicate what the weather had been like that day, and ran into a lady walking a pig. Yes, I did. And the pig's name was Pork Chop. So we did a weather shot with me walking down the road and the pig following me. Well, the pig started to really kind of grunt and snort and stuff and was going faster. And so I ended up at the end of the shot running.
You're running down the street with the pig
I'm not
chasing
getting
you?
eaten by no pig. I dated a few pigs.
That's why it didn't want to eat you. It wanted to ask you out.
I know you.
What are you doing later?
Oh, so many days. You're right.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
well, that's
Luke
fun.
Perry, my goodness.
52
what a
years
sad
old.
thing.
He's not passed away. Don't freak out. Massive stroke.
Massive stroke.
Just yesterday morning, you were telling me about 90210's reunion.
Yeah, they're going to be back on Fox. And apparently, I heard yesterday that Tori Spelling had talked about the fact that everybody's coming back except for him because he's working
Luke.
on Riverdale.
He plays Archie's father on Riverdale.
Imagine.
And he's 52 years old, 9:04 a.m. They got a phone call, emergency. Massive. Was in the throes of suffering a stroke. Because when they showed up, it said that he was still able to communicate.
Right.
His condition deteriorated rapidly. But they got him to the hospital. So, oof.
And you know what? If there is ever any indication that makes you wonder,
Signs of stroke. Call.
Do it. Call. Because 6 hours, they can reverse a lot with medication. But after 6 hours, it's more difficult to do that.
Trust yourself. Trust your knowledge of your body. I have a dear friend who knew that something was wrong, and he went to the medical, went to professionals. Misdiagnosed. The signs of the stroke, they misdiagnosed them. Migraines, headaches, whatever, dizziness, all that stuff.
Yeah.
That he knew something was up, and they told him no. And he was at that time having a stroke that was going on over a series of.
Oh my goodness.
So trust your instincts,
and
people.
advocate for yourself.
Absolutely.
And he's not in a coma, by the way. We had
TMZ. TMZ said he was in a hospital-induced coma.
Yeah, I find TMZ is kind of That's why I always, when I say to you, according to TMZ, that's why, because I don't always trust them. But I want to let you know what they're
Luke Perry's a Canadian.
He is so.
And a heartthrob.
Yeah.
Hey, another Canadian heartthrob, Justin Bieber. Happy birthday to you. Hard
is he
to believe.
14 yet?
24.
Oh, remember when you were 24?
I have underwear older than Justin Bieber.
I don't want to hear about it. Thanks, though. Put them on the pig.
They're already on them. So Andre Previn passed away.
Who's Andre Previn?
Andre Previn was a pianist, composer. He took a lot of the Broadway musicals that became Hollywood musicals. He would do the scoring for and stuff. He was married to Mia Farrow at one time.
Oh, really?
Sunyi Previn.
No.
That's who Woody Allen.
The daughter. Oh, yes.
That was the adopted daughter. Yes. Anyway, so sorry, we've lost a great musician, Andre Previn.
What a shame.
I know, and we got a full show. We're done.
We're done. Yeah, he doesn't have to talk to me anymore today because he overbooked.
I overbooked.
I think he did it on purpose.
4 interviews, so it's all about me. No. And the news with you.
As usual.
I have an interview coming up, and then Luann has the news.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, actually, I have 2 interviews coming up, and then you have the news. It's a very busy morning. It's Friday.
It's going to be fun, and it's Humane Society Day, too, so don't go anywhere.
Thanks, Lou.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim. It's a great Friday morning, and joining me right now, let's see, I have Chardon and I have Jillian from Algoma University, WUSC. Can you please tell me what those initials stand for, the acronym?
Well, WUSC is our committee at Algoma. It stands for World University Services of Canada.
World University Services of Canada.
Yes,
okay.
That's correct.
We figure it's been around the university for probably about a decade or so.
Just about.
But you're, are you 3rd or 4th year?
3rd year.
3rd year and 4th year,
I'm
right?
4th year,
At
yes.
Algoma U. How long have you been involved with WUSC?
2 years.
2 years for you?
A year.
Jillian, a year? Okay. So tell us what the role of WUSC is at the university.
So the role of WUSC, specifically at our university, our main program that we focus on is the SRP program.
SRP, which stands for?
Student Refugee Program.
Okay.
So each year we select one student from a refugee camp. We actually fly them from the refugee camp to our campus and provide them with housing and education at our university for a year.
I had no idea this existed. That is wild. When you say refugee camps, you're not talking about refugees who are already in Canada. You're talking about they're coming from, like, where do you know where any of the people have come from in the past? Students you've helped out?
Well, our most recent, our student, that's our most recent refugee student, he's from Syria.
He was flown from a refugee camp in Syria.
Yes.
Hey, tell me the story about somebody who was reunited with their brother. Was that you? Yeah.
Yes. So the newest student that we just brought in from, I believe it was Sault College's
We actually have two students. So one of our students is at Sault College, and then our other student is at Algoma University.
So you work out of both institutions?
Kind of. Every school has like the opportunity to become a local committee, and then it just depends on whether or not the school's local committee wants to be able to foster such a program, because it does obviously take quite a lot of work with bringing in a student to a completely different country and exposing them to a whole new culture.
Smoke, so go on with the story then. So Sault College and Algoma U, you've got two students.
So we had one of our SRP students that came a few years ago, and we were able to select two refugee students to help this year. So one of the students we selected was actually his brother, and they hadn't seen each other for 3 or 4 years, and they were reunited in August for the first time.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these students are coming here and they're actually being able to stay for the entire duration of their post-secondary education?
That's the hope. So usually what we do is during that first year we sponsor their entire education, so we make sure their tuition fees are waived, that their residence is paid for, their books, everything like that. And then what we do is we set them up with networking tools like jobs and people that they can connect with and talk to, so that they can be able to pay for and finish their education to completion, same as any other domestic student.
This is wild. Okay, so how many other places in Canada do this, have this program, have WUSC, and there's... are they everywhere?
Pretty much. We're pretty widespread. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure it's about 20 universities and colleges mixed around, I'm pretty sure it's globally, that have the SRP program, and about 80 that have a local committee.
So WUSC is does a lot of things, but this is the focus of our WUSC here at Algoma U.
Yeah, that's
the student refugee program. Okay, and who pays for all of this? Fundraising. Is that how this happens?
A lot of it is fundraising and different kinds of events and initiatives that we try to bring on, but a lot of it comes from student levy. So what happens is, as a local committee, we're able to charge a student levy as part of student fees. So usually it depends on the university. I believe ours is somewhere around $5 and about 40 cents. So each semester, every single student that's enrolled at Algoma University pays about this $5 levy, and that actually goes towards paying for some of these expenses towards our SRP students.
Is this one of the programs then that's threatened right now with the changeover and how funding is going for universities and colleges?
It's very highly likely that this would be one of the opt-outs, simply because it's not integral to the overall student life. It's only integral to the
That's going to make your fundraising efforts even more important.
Yes, exactly.
And so, so now that's basically why you're here too, not to just teach us all about this amazing program that you got. This is fantastic, and this is all student-led?
Yes, it's entirely student-led. We have a couple of faculty members and stuff that help us out with like some of the bigger things, especially when bringing in students, like helping out with the green cards and stuff like that. But other than that, it's completely student-run.
That's wild to me. So tell me now, the way you described this gala that's coming up, please say it again. Your how did you phrase it?
Great Gatsby on a dollar store budget.
And this is your baby.
This is my baby.
You're coordinating this at Gala?
Yes.
Yeah, and you're obviously
I'm helping.
like a
but
dirty
she's
shirt.
doing most of the work herself.
So tell us what the gala's all about. First of all, it's called
the Alight Charity Gala 2019. This is our second annual charity gala of this event from the Alight initiative, so I'm very excited.
And we're doing what at the gala? We're having...
So it is a charity gala, so basically it's a black tie formal event. We're going to have a 3-course meal, a silent auction, live entertainment, the works.
But wait a minute, you told me the ticket price. How can you do all that on that dollar store budget? No, the tickets are so reasonable. Tell me again.
So for any student, faculty, and staff at either Algoma University or Sault College, it's $15, and for any community members, it's $20, and it's all available in person or online.
And the other thing that you said was, this is one of those events where 100% of the ticket sales are going to this student refugee program.
It's to the Alight initiative.
To the Alight initiative.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tickets are available
Online through Eventbrite, or you can buy them from us at
Student Union at Algoma University Student Union.
Yes.
Awesome. And also the event is when?
Friday, March the 8th from 7 to 10 p.m.
That's a week from today.
Yes, in the George Leach Center on International Women's Day.
Nice! Oh, this is amazing. Congratulations on your efforts. And thank you for being on the show. This is a really quick interview, I know, but I want you to come back, please. Good luck with the gala. Buy your tickets. Support this initiative. I mean, where else are you going to get a three-course meal? And the best prize. Ooh, one of the door prize? Well, not door prize. One of the silent auction prizes?
So one of our silent auction prizes has been provided by Arthur's Funeral Home, Barton and Kitely Chapel. They're providing our prize of 6 Greyhound tickets, dinner for 6 delivered to your home, and a limo ride to and from the game.
And that's just one example of the many silent auction items that you can bid on. It's also going to help to raise money for the cause, right?
Right.
Okay. So, I want you to come back on the show, and I would love to meet somebody who actually benefited from the student refugee program. Would that be a cool interview to find out what it was like to come from like Syria and study here? Can you arrange that?
So
Yeah, we can see if our students are up for the task.
So nice meeting you both. Congratulations. Great young people doing great stuff in our community through Algoma University. And we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this. Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim. Joining me right now is Nicole Dybel. Hello, Nicole.
Hello.
Welcome back to ONNtv. The Fishbowl Festival. I love the name. It's been going on now for, well, since about the 20th. You had a little bit of an early opening.
Yeah.
So you're into your second week.
Uh-huh.
How have things been going?
Good. They've been great. They've been busy.
Busy. This is the 4th annual?
Yes.
Tell me how it started. I love the story about how you came up with the concept. This is back when you were still running the Gore Street Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. We kind of looked around one day and realized that the cafe was full of Pisces, and then there were like the room was kind of like surrounded by windows. So someone was like, "Oh, it's like a fishbowl." Yeah.
So you are a Pisces, obviously.
I am.
And did you turn your birthday party into one of the events for the festival? Did you totally do that?
Yeah, I usually do that.
You already had that, right?
Yeah, we had a brunch on Sunday. It was
Happy
nice.
belated.
Thank you.
I won't ask you your age. But 4 years of the festival, has it been growing every year?
It's been morphing every year.
Morphing.
Yeah.
I love it.
So it's been a month long each year, and just different events each year.
When you first started off, was everything out of the Gore Street Cafe, or did you have different venues initially as well?
Every year there's been a few different venues.
Multiple venues?
Shabby Motley and Cafe Natura have
They've been along for the long
each
haul.
year. Yeah.
Anybody new this year that's having an event that didn't before?
Maker North.
Have you been there?
I have.
Isn't it crazy?
It's really cool.
We've done a couple features on them. For anybody who doesn't know, it's Lower Pym Street, just behind Lower Church Street rather. Mm-hmm. It's attached to the Bushplane Museum, but on the back side, on the Lower Church Street side, and they have the greatest stuff in there. They have the laser printing, and they have the metal stuff, the burn stuff, and wood, and workshops, and photography. I love it.
All sorts of things.
And they teach you how to do stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
What's going on down there?
So we have a vinyl listening party happening there, hosted by DJ Cease.
I love him.
Yeah, he's great.
He's
great.
done some of those.
Him and Susie DePlanty are organizing that, and it's going to be the crowdsourced trivia edition of the vinyl listening party.
And you're supposed to bring your vinyl in, is that right?
Yep. You can bring it in, but if you don't worry about it. You can come and listen. And there'll also be a small selection of vinyl for sale too.
When is that event? Do you know that one offhand? I don't want to put you on the spot because we don't have a list.
There's a lot of events.
It's a month-long festival.
Off the top of my head, I believe it's on the 9th.
That, you know what? Google it.
It's on Facebook. It's
Facebook.
It's on the website.
www.fishbowlfestival.ca.
Fishbowlfest.ca.
Fishbowlfest.ca, and the Facebook page is Fishbowl Festival, right?
fishbowlfest.ca. Yeah.
But on Facebook?
Oh, on Facebook, Fishbowl Festival.
Yeah. And also, all of your stuff is listed on SuOnline.com.
Wonderful.
So all you have to do is go to our events calendar, and everything from the Fishbowl Festival is there as well.
Oh, that's great.
So tell me, let's talk about some more. There's another event coming up this very soon. Is the down at Outspoken Brewery. What's that one?
So we have a vintage and secondhand market happening on Sunday. There's 5 different vendors going to be there. Lots of vintage clothes. And also records and tapes. Yeah.
And of course, Outspoken Brewery.
Yep. really good beer and food from Shabby Motley as well.
And it's all local. Love that too. Yeah. Supporting our local young entrepreneurs.
Yep, totally.
Also, Jay Caroline, speaking of local entrepreneurs, she did very well this year at the Chamber of Commerce Awards.
Yep.
Yeah. So
it's
Jay
awesome.
Caroline's is hosting a dinner.
They're
Is it sold out yet? Because it's not a large venue.
It's not sold out yet, but
Okay.
but tickets are limited.
Yeah, they are.
So I was looking for a spot to host a dinner. We used to do supper clubs at the Gore Street Cafe about once a month, and so I was looking for a new space to host an event, and Jane very graciously offered up her space.
Jane McGoldrick, is that?
Yeah.
Jane. Yeah.
So
and great food.
Well, she's not actually doing the cooking.
Is she not doing the cooking?
Jay Caroline's is going to run the bar that night.
Yeah.
And I'm preparing a 5-course meal.
You are? Yeah. What's your favorite thing to make?
I like lots of stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to have lamb as our main, but we'll also everything's going to be very locally focused. And we'll also be able to accommodate various dietary restrictions.
Right. Excellent. And those tickets are available once again through the website, or?
Yep, the dinner's on the 14th, and
14th of March.
Tickets will be available until the 12th, or until we sell out.
Yeah, or until you might sell it before. Well, let's hope. So it goes right to March 20th. I mean, a month long. And as you said, it was an interview I read that you did with Sarah McCleary and Sue this week, where you're talking about this time of the year. It can be a long, tedious winter for us, and so the more stuff you have to do, the faster the winter goes, right?
Yeah, it's good to get people out. I think a lot of people get kind of down this time of year, and there's.
Are you doing any workshops at all along those lines? I know that you're very conscious of things going on in the community with mental health issues and with food security and homelessness, and your heart's in the right place. I'm just wondering whether there's anything going on along those lines.
There's not a whole lot focused around those issues.
Because you have speakers in the
as far
past.
as social justice and sort of harm reduction, we're doing a naloxone training on the 12th of March at Cases Music.
All right. Okay.
So a nurse is going to come in and have naloxone kits available.
Yeah. Cases Music now. They've been having in-house concerts as part of this too.
Yeah, I've been putting on some stuff there.
So you just sit in the little couchy loungy area, because they got kind of a front entrance and then another bigger room behind, right? So you can actually get people in there.
In the lounge, and there's a cozy fireplace too, and it's a nice place to see a show.
That's great.
It sounds good in there.
So these pop-up things that you don't necessarily anticipate a music school having a concert series or an evening
or naloxone training.
Or naloxone training. Well, with musicians sometimes it never hurts to have an overdose kit handy. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. Any other events you want to talk about that are on the top of your mind that coming up soon before?
Actually, on Friday, today, I suppose.
Yeah, because we're airing this on Friday, correct? Yes.
The Skeleton Key used bookstore is opening at their new location at 288 Cora Road. That's at
Where does that put us?
Where Stuff is, I guess. They're opening in Stuff.
Stuff?
Yep. So they'll have their books there, and they'll have the
favorite store of
antiques
mine
for sale. And they've been a partner.
It's called Skeleton Key Bookstore.
Yeah. So they're moving from their location on Gore to 288 Cora Road, and they've been a huge supporter of the Fishbowl Festival. They have a sale coming up as part of the festival too, but tomorrow's their soft opening.
All right, and then you said there's sort of an extended, even though the festival shuts down on the 20th, you're big on these parties and get-togethers. On the 24th there's something going on, or is that private?
We had the opportunity to book a wonderful artist from Australia named Christopher Sprake.
Yeah.
he makes sort of like indie shoegaze sort of music. So he's doing
Indie shoegaze?
shoegaze.
Is that where you sort of look at your shoes and listen to music and go like that? What?
A little bit.
Really?
But he's a wonderful artist. He's coming to town, so we're going to host a show for him on March 24th, a Sunday, as our late closing party.
The late closing party.
And Michaela Mertinen is
I know her.
open up.
She can sing.
She can sing.
She
Yeah.
can sing. Michaela, where's that at?
That's at Cases.
At Cases as well.
Yeah.
All these great locations, all these great venues, all these great artists, everything. I mean, everything from crafts and arts to sales to vintage to live performances to just get-togethers and hanging out.
Yep, lots of stuff. And most things are either free or pay what you can, or offered at quite a low cost. Apart from the meals, which are ticketed.
Obviously.
Yeah, events.
Hey, let's talk. Before we go, I got to wrap it up. But before we go, we want to talk about the trans information sort of get together. What do you call that? Support group?
The Trans Afternoon Support Group.
Trans Afternoon Support Group.
That runs at Shabby Motley once a month.
Right.
So they're part of the festival again this year, trying to raise awareness about a really needed event or group in the city. So. The first Saturday of every month, they meet at Shabby Motley from 1 to 6. Claire Mitchell.
Claire's been on the show, yeah.
And her partner, Megan, facilitate the group every month.
It's the first Saturday of every month?
Yep.
Afternoon at
and,
Shabby Motley.
and everyone's welcome. Trans, non-binary, questioning, and allies.
And allies.
Yeah.
Allies, which is just basically anybody who wants to show support or learn more. Really, about, All right, so, Nicole, great good luck with the rest of the festival. Thank you for my beautiful t-shirt and coffee. She brought me coffee from the Island Roasters, St. Joe's Island. Thank
Which
you.
we also have available for fundraising purposes for the festival.
There you go. Nicole Dybel, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim. And enjoy this weekend. Take in the Fishbowl Festival here in Sault Ste. Marie. Sue Online, Mornings with Luann and Tim. Forgot who I was. Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim, and I have joining me right now from the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council. Let's see, I've got Rob Sandvik. You're the chair.
I am the chair, yeah.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
And also to Camille Irwin. Thank you, Camille, for being here. You're helping organize this event that we're here to talk about today.
Yes, I am.
Before we get to the art Gala,
Yes.
let's talk a little bit about the history of the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council. How long has it been around? Do you guys know?
Yeah, it's been 4 years now. It'll be, we started back in 2015.
Okay.
So,
How long have you been involved?
I've been involved since the first year.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Both of you?
Yeah.
Since the inception?
yes.
Yes,
Yep.
we are.
Wow. Are you wrapping up soon? You're going to be leaving university?
Yeah, it'll be
Yes.
our last gala this year.
Because
So
Rob, where are you right now in school?
I'm at Algoma University. I'm a fourth-year sociology student.
Excellent. And Camille?
I am a fourth year nursing student at Sault College.
Wonderful. Oh, you're both going to have work. No problem.
We'll see.
Okay, so you got involved 4 years ago with the inaugural council.
Yes. Yeah.
What kind of stuff do you do?
Well, we do a range of things. I mean, our art gala is definitely our keystone event, I would say. We do the movies in the summer at the Bellevue Park Band Show.
That's you guys?
Yes, yeah.
Alongside Shadows of the Mind.
Yes, yeah.
Right. Shadow Summer Festival, and you
Yeah.
guys are involved with that?
Yeah,
Yes.
we do it the month before. We do it mostly in July, and
Okay.
then do the August movies.
That's great.
Yes.
We have a youth grant people can apply for. We're basically a voice for youth and to help support youth in any way they can.
In the
too.
community.
Yeah.
So who can get involved with the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council?
So we allow ages 13 to 25, typically.
That's a
Yep.
big range.
Yes,
Yeah.
Do you end up with people of all ages like
Oh,
that?
totally. I think this year we have a grade 9 on the council up until again our last university. So
That's gotta be really interesting for the youth, first of all, for the grade 9
Yeah.
to be looking at where you guys are in your lives and to have a chance to find out, what to expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a huge perspective, different
Yeah.
experiences coming together, so that's nice.
Yeah, I would be excited if I were a younger kid to
Yeah,
get to hang
me
out with
too.
university students, right?
Right.
And then what about from your perspective? Do you learn stuff from the youth?
Yeah, definitely. They come in with different things we haven't heard yet. So
Yeah, and it's just great to have such support with Mayor Provenzano and our incredible city members like Amanda Kaminga and Rick Boren. So
Ricky Borean, he still owes me he's going to cook for us. Because apparently he's a very good cook.
we want him to cook for
I know.
us.
I'm trying to get invited over to his house, Ricky. He's a great guy. And who's the other person you mentioned?
Amanda Kaminga.
Amanda.
Yeah.
So do they work a lot with the Mayor's Youth Advisory
Yeah, they
Council?
do. They're great. Yeah.
They are. Do you feel that you actually have the mayor's ear? I mean, do you really think that you're making a
totally.
difference here?
Yeah.
or what?
I think so. He comes in and sits in our meetings, and he's always very supportive of all of our ideas.
Yeah, he was the one who suggested we have the art gala at the City Hall at Civic Center. So he's a great support of us.
He's a real advocate.
Yeah.
For the youth voice. So benefits of being involved in the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council. What do you think you've gotten out of it over the past 4 years? What would you say to somebody who's considering or thinking about maybe getting involved? Benefits.
You make a lot of really great city connections.
Oh.
You get to know faces and names, and they get to know you as well. So that's a nice
For sure.
benefit. What else?
Yeah, well, I think it's just great because you're with like-minded individuals who want to create change in the Sioux for youth, be a voice for youth. It's not specified for one school. It's everyone across the Sioux who's a youth that wants to join their peers in making a change. So it's just great to be a part of something that you believe in.
I would also think that for anybody who's interested in, it's volunteer,
Yeah.
and it's civic minded.
Yeah.
Would look great on a resume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And you got to remember too, when you would know this, when you're applying to universities or colleges, and certainly if you're applying for any kind of scholarships, they're looking for these kinds of things, these kinds of initiatives where students have taken the initiative to get involved civically, to get involved with youth engagement.
Yeah, absolutely. I wish it was around when we were in high school.
Yeah, and it really is the true definition of youth engagement. It's youth-led and youth-driven.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
Because-
for youth by youth for all of our projects typically.
For youth by youth.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the gala itself, shall we?
Sure.
So it's happening when?
March 2nd, so this Saturday.
Okay, so we're going to be airing this. You guys, we're taping this in advance. This is going to be airing on Friday morning.
Yeah, so tomorrow night. please
tomorrow
come out
night, everybody.
at the Civic Center from 7 to 11 p.m.
That's a nice time range.
Yeah,
Lots of
and
chance to get down there.
Yeah, and it's a
Absolutely.
$10 admission fee, and that $10 goes towards the Neighborhood Resource Center. All
On
of our-
Bloor Street.
Yes.
It's an amazing
Yes.
cause.
Yeah.
We think so too.
They've done a great job down there.
Yeah, so
Really
we're
bringing
excited.
one of the things that I think that the mayor would also testify to is when you have a community that is in a certain neighborhood that is maybe needing attention, is hurting. What you don't want to do is ostracize that community. You want to bring the rest of the community to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
think the neighborhood resource centers did a great job of bringing the rest of the
Yeah.
city to Gore Street.
Absolutely, for
Right?
sure. Yeah.
And the programming they create makes people who live in that neighborhood feel like, hey, you know what? We belong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and another reason why we'd love to collaborate with them for this. Yeah.
So you're supporting them through the $10 admission fee.
Yes.
It starts, did you say 7 o'clock?
Yeah, 7 p.m.
What can we expect if we show up? We're going to see what?
A lot, actually. So we have about 120 to 140 art pieces this year, which
you
is
kidding me?
amazing. Yeah, it's great.
How do you get all these artists to contribute?
Well, social media is a great help. We have a great council with us this year, helping us on social media. We have posters we put up around the city.
So you, as the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council, did this outreach and found all of these artists who
we
wanted
did,
to contribute.
Yes.
Yeah, and
beautiful.
Camille did a great job too. She reached out to prior members of the gala, and they're coming back. We have some great returning people.
Returning
Looking forward
artists?
to
Yeah.
that, yeah.
And we have performances too. So it's
What
just
do you mean performances?
Well, on the floor you walk in on, the second floor,
Right.
there's bands performing all night, some singular artists. We have
Really?
some surprises too, so come check that out. But yeah, it should be really cool. And then above on the third floor, we have all the rooms filled with art, ranging from visual art, photography, to even some sculptures this year.
Oh, those big, like the big meeting rooms and stuff.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're going to be completely filled with art.
Yeah, you
Full
won't
of art?
recognize
Yeah.
the
And then
city
you can
hall.
stand, I love what you could stand on the third floor and look down into the lobby and watch all the performances.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Food, you mentioned, is there food?
Yes, there
There will
is
be
food.
food.
So the Spear Heights Culinary Program is providing appetizers and desserts all night. They're going to walk around and
They wear their
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know, Superior Heights has a culinary program. It is so cool. It's Jason.
Yes.
Mr. Zachary,
Yeah.
yes.
Mr. Zachary, Jason Zachary, and they're very professional looking. They prepare it, they serve it, the whole shebang.
Yeah, and
Yes.
they're great. They've been doing it with us
Yeah.
for the past 4 years
So
too.
appetizers and finger food.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, they've
really
been
good.
growing with us since it's been their 4th year with us as well. So
Yeah.
we're excited to be with them again.
Yeah.
We're also working with the White Pines music program. So
Yes.
we've
Are
been
the
working.
Pine Tones going to
The
be
Pine
there?
Tones are
there.
performing,
Yeah.
yes.
That's great,
Yeah.
McLaughlin.
Yeah,
Yes, it is, yeah.
McLaughlin, yeah.
Fantastic.
And he's been
Yeah.
helping us since the beginning of
Yeah,
this year.
he's a
so-
great help.
This sounds
to
like a
us.
huge party.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of fun. Yeah, you should come out. Come join us.
Well, you
Yeah.
know what? And I love art. And I worked in youth engagement. It's such a cool
Yeah.
thing. I mean, to really see youth get involved, and at a civic level, you're teaching youth to get involved and to care,
Yes,
and to have a
exactly.
voice in the community.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
I think so too.
I want to thank you both for being here.
Thank
thanks
you.
so much.
Yeah.
Camille. All
Yeah.
right, Rob, come back anytime.
Thank you so
Mayor's
much.
Youth Advisory Council. Let us know what's going on. Give us
For sure.
updates.
We
I mean,
will.
if you have other stuff coming up in the summer, come back for the film festival.
Yeah,
the film
we'd
thing.
love to. Yeah.
Okay, great. So, have a wonderful time.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Thanks so
And we'll
much.
be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this. Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim and the Lizard. So, Laura, what did you bring me?
This morning I brought you a bearded dragon.
Hi, bearded dragon. Where's the beard? Oh, this is. Oh, look at that. It likes when you touch it.
Yeah, they like it when between the eyes.
Oh,
too,
look
sometimes.
at. What? So this is. We think it's a female.
Yeah, the coloring kind of, I mean, I'm not an expert by any means on reptiles, but the coloring, she's kind of pale, so that usually denotes it's a female.
Does it? Okay. So they're really remarkable animals. I said, what are those holes on the side of her head? You said those are
Her ears.
her ears. They're just like cavities on the side of her head.
And this part here, when she's getting ready to eat, like
Yeah.
on the side, it kind of puffs out.
Does it? And you
Yeah.
said her mouth is the whole
Yeah.
front of her face.
Right from here all the way. She's got a huge mouth.
So do I. From here all the way to the front of her face.
Yep.
Crazy. Do you often get reptiles?
We quite frequently.
This is a rescue.
This is a rescue, yes.
She has some barriers to movement.
Yes, she has some mobility issues. We think probably.
Look at her little head tilt. She really is kind of cute in her
She
own
is, I know.
lizardy kind of way.
We don't know what happened, but most likely another animal. She's
missing toes.
and there's some paralysis from the knee down on the back.
You discovered this just by working with her and
Yeah,
realizing that
watching her move.
she can actually have movement in what I would call her thigh.
Her thigh, yeah.
Yeah, but so when she actually goes to move herself, how does
She pulls her back legs right back like a frog swimming, and
so
then
and uses her, okay. Oh, did I just scare you by moving my hands too much? So she can use her front legs,
Yeah.
but for her back legs, she uses her tail to push herself along and
Yeah.
side to side.
normally they're more agile, so you can get away with different terrarium setups. But because of her mobility issues, you're going to want a large, long terrarium.
So this is ideally somebody who's going to take this. She really is a beautiful creature.
They're interesting.
A large terrarium. You said you saw a setup that's available where?
At PetSmart.
At PetSmart, about $250.
It was like $220 plus tax, and it's the nice ones with the door, so you don't have to be lifting them up and out, which can scare them because birds will catch them. So
Oh, they don't like things to come above.
their heads.
That makes total sense.
yeah, so the terrarium has doors, and it's nice and long and flat for her because she doesn't need a lot of height. She's not much of a climber because
But
of
she
her
needs
issues.
that because of her tail swishing back and forth to move her. She needs
Yeah.
some space.
Yeah, to feed her, we have to take everything out of her terrarium at this point so that she can. Otherwise, she gets stuck, eh?
Oh, she doesn't have a name.
No.
Oh, so you get to name her, and they live. You said these things. These reptiles can live for up to about 20 years.
They live over 20 years, yeah.
Not sure how old this one is
Not
though,
at
but
all.
okay.
I mean, it's a mature adult.
Yeah.
They can get bigger, though. I think the males tend to get bigger.
Oh, okay. And I was going to ask also about diet. What do these things eat? Do they? Oh, normally they would eat like crickets, but she can't move that fast to catch her prey.
Yeah, it's really hard. So we're feeding her super worms at this point. They're very large
Superworm.
bugs. They're very
It's a
large.
superworm.
It's a larva of some kind of a beetle. And
Okay.
they're very large. like that.
And they're easier and she only, the thing with reptiles is they like to eat live, right?
Live, yeah.
So
She won't touch it if it's not moving.
if it's not moving, she doesn't want it.
No, so what we do
But it
is...
can't move too fast.
Well, then she has a hard time catching it. So with tweezers, I kind of stick them in front of her face and then drop it, and then she goes for it.
Interesting that you also told me when you own a reptile, you also not only have to feed the reptile, you have to feed the food.
Yes, if you get a large amount of bugs, which is more economical, you have to take care of your...
Keith had a reptile for a while. I forget, it was bigger than this, and he gave it away to a friend who really loved it. Probably still loves it, but I remember the crickets. So he would buy a bag of crickets, take it home, and then have to keep it in like a cricket thing.
Yeah, there's cricket keepers and...
Yeah, I know. And then you have to feed the crickets, and
Yes,
then you
you
feed
do.
the crickets to the thing, to the creature. So it's like having 2 pets.
It is, because you've got to properly feed your bugs, so it's called gut loading.
called-
Gut loading.
Yeah, yeah.
So you gut load your bugs with nutrition that then passes on
That
to
then
them.
passes on to them.
So for calcium and all the different vitamins and minerals.
Wow. Okay, so what's the fee to adopt this beautiful woman?
I believe it's $50.
Bearded dragon.
But we'd also need to make sure that you have a proper terrarium set up, because she doesn't come with one. We didn't get one with her, so...
Okay, so $50, but normally a brand new one, completely healthy, would be in the hundreds. Hundreds of dollars. So we're looking for somebody who likes reptiles. Well, now, what about, do these ever cohabitate with other creatures, or she couldn't?
I wouldn't.
No.
No, it's probably honestly how she ended up. She was probably with another bearded dragon at some point that...
Bully to her.
Yes.
Okay, so she wants to live alone.
She would be best alone.
But she's so calm.
Yep.
Have you seen her move? Like when she goes, does she go, or how does she?
If she's got a flat surface, she can go pretty quick. She's
Can she?
adapted quite well to her disability.
Good for her.
Yeah. Oh, see?
Look, we got some movement.
The table's a little bit slippery though.
Yeah,
so.
is that too slippery for you, girl? Look at her little. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. See, I'm not really big on the.
See, she's very docile. Normally,
Okay,
a lot of reptiles
I
aren't
could
this
really get to
docile.
like one of these little things.
Yeah.
Don't tell Keith I said that, because he loves reptiles. How do we adopt this?
Just come on into the Humane Study. You can meet her and fill out an application.
Luann, do you want to Luann's
Keep
coming
her
to
away.
join us. I purposely put your
stay.
chair on that
Yes.
side, Lou, because I know how you feel about these creatures. Look at how far back
Oh,
Luann
my
wants to
word.
stay.
That's a long tail, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hi, Luann. It's the end of
Hi.
the week.
Yes, it is.
Happy Friday, Laura.
Happy Friday.
What's going on with restaurants?
You know
Laura?
what? We want to tell you something that we're doing. It's called the Restaurant Week. Sue Online's very first annual starts today, and all you have to do is go to your favorite restaurant and take a selfie of yourself and your partner, or just if you're eating alone, that's okay too. And then just post it either at Sue Online or hashtag SSM Restaurant Week, or you can submit it by email actually, win@sueonline.com. And we have a list of restaurants. So we're going to take a look at all
Are
of the
these
selfies.
all participating
Yeah,
restaurants?
there's like a ton from A to Z, man.
And what-
like Antico's is, one of my favorites.
One of your favorites.
The breakfast pig, it's pig day.
It's
isn't
Pig Day. It is.
Yeah, honor your
It's
pig.
National Pig Day.
It's National Pig Day.
No offense.
Croatian
How do you
corner
feel
for
about peanut butter?
tellies.
It's also
So there's
National
all
Peanut Butter
kinds
Day.
of restaurants, and like I said, all you have to do is take a selfie while you're in your favorite restaurant. Go to Sue Online, check to make sure that the restaurant is on board with us, and you could win a gift card to go back to the restaurant you love so much. Isn't that awesome?
Hey, Bearded Dragon, what's your favorite restaurant?
The ones
Giant worms.
you got a gut load to feed, right?
Yeah, you do.
Super worms are us. Hey, have a great weekend, Laura. Thanks for joining us.
Restaurant, we go gut load yourself.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Sue St. Marie, thanks for joining us today on Mornings with Luann and Tim.